so happy that my Travi made it to the big game.
This sounds like it could be the latest hit from pop superstar Taylor Swift.
If you play like you ain't worthy.
It's actually a parody that went viral on TikTok. Created by artificial intelligence, trained on Swift's music. And if you go looking for Swift's actual songs on the app, you won't find the originals because of a dispute between her label, Universal Music, and TikTok.
I just found out that all my music is being taken off TikTok. So my music's getting taken down in 5 hours, but I have a new song coming out in 9 hours. So my song's not coming out on TikTok.
The Grammys has everyone, unlike TikTok. Yeah, because I mean, you saw that, right? Universal has just pulled all of their artists off of TikTok. All the music is off TikTok.
It's a huge loss for smaller artists trying to make it big on the app.
I won't be able to promote my music on TikTok anymore, but luckily I'm not a TikTok artist, right? You know, I'll probably be okay, right? I'll land on my feet, right?
At the beginning of last month, Universal Music Group and TikTok failed to reach a new licensing agreement, meaning any artist signed with the label can't have their music played on the app. Universal cited a lack of protection from AI on TikTok as one of the reasons it would not be renewing its licensing agreement with the social media giant.
He said, I don't think you.
Australian independent artist Grace Frost says she's noticed more and more AI content on the app.
I've, gained my following and gained my likes, views by writing songs, right? And by having these 3-word challenges with my brother and taking an hour to, get him to give me words and then put it into a song and then edit a video and then punch it out. And I will return, hopefully, fingers crossed, with a song that includes all of these words. AI is doing the same thing, exact same thing in a matter of seconds, milliseconds, right? Pumping out original songs just like I am and suddenly taking up space on the For You page that was otherwise filled by people like me.
Melbourne-based music and entertainment lawyer Chelsea Donoghue knows all about the complications of AI and copyright law.
AI is popping up in all kinds of different areas. They're one of the most prominent being the new deepfake sound recordings that are being released.
Everybody's disapproval.
It's a very similar sound to another recording artist's voice, which is an issue because in many ways it kind of slips through the cracks of current copyright law protections because a voice itself isn't necessarily protected by copyright.
As the standoff drags on, musicians who aren't signed with Universal are now being caught in the crossfire.
There's many musicians and songwriters who are involved in some way with Universal Music. For instance, there may even be a Beyonce track, and if Beyonce is not signed to Universal as a recording artist, there may have been one songwriter out of 10 songwriters who is represented by Universal Music, and therefore that song is then partly owned and controlled by Universal Music.
But this dispute is not just about AI. Universal Music is also claiming that TikTok relies heavily on music for the success of its platform, but doesn't pay artists fairly. Grace Frost has had some viral hits on the app, but it hasn't translated to her bank account.
So as a distributor, just like Spotify or Instagram, that's when they pay me. But still then, Spotify pay me 2,000 times more per play of my song than what TikTok do. So, I mean, I'm getting, I think from the 110,000 streams that I had on my top performing song on TikTok, I got 20 cents.
TikTok told 730 that it is not a music streaming platform and all commercial arrangements are made through third parties that use TikTok as a vehicle for their artists' discovery and promotion. The app also says it supports the responsible use of AI and labels all AI-generated content.
So I'd say over the last couple of years, there's definitely been a shift in terms of the way that music gets produced with a focus on being more short-form content.
Simon Cohen has been a music producer for more than 2 decades, working with the likes of Justin Bieber, Jessica Mauboy and Post Malone.
I would say this definitely has to do with the TikTokification of music. And so we're looking at, platforms where the attention span's very short. I think I've noticed the most amount of chasing a TikTok song structure from less established artists because they've seen that other artists have used the platform as a springboard into popularity.
This copyright fight comes at a time when TikTok is under increasing political pressure, with the United States Congress trying to force the app to separate from its Chinese-owned parent company ByteDance, or Face being banned.
The bill is passed.
Calls which are now being echoed by some Australian politicians due to concerns about data harvesting and misinformation on the app. But for musicians, the question of who benefits most from TikTok remains.
For us artists, like unpaid interns or work experience students, you come into a place and the exposure, the contacts, the experience is insane. It's amazing, right? But at what point does that intern deserve payment from that corporation? When is it that they're bringing more to that corporation than what the corporation's giving them back?
I would have